You're eating a credit card's worth of plastic every week, and it's doing very little to improve your credit score. Here's why. Humans are consuming about 5 grams of plastic, the equivalent to a credit card's worth, every week, according to a new review in the Health and Exposure Journal. Gut News explains that both microplastics between 0.001 and 5 millimeters in size and nanoplastics less than 0.001 millimeters enter our food chain after starting out as waste packaging. These particles can enter the body through seafood, with fish known to mistake them for food or accidentally consume them alongside other food. But they can also enter the body when we drink from plastic bottles, with people who drink 1.5 to 2 liters of water a day from these bottles taking in 90,000 plastic particles per year, while tap water drinkers take in around 40,000. The particles can trigger local inflammation and immune response, and nanoplastics in particular have been found to trigger chemical pathways involved in the formation of cancer. The presence of both types of particles in the gastrointestinal tract has also been found to change the gut microbiome composition, linking it to metabolic diseases such as diabetes, obesity, and chronic liver disease. As this new review suggests, this is an area of science developing fast, and a whole host of studies have shed light on both the existence of microplastics and what they are doing to the world and us in recent years. In 2020, for instance, a Nature journal study showed that salt may also be a vehicle for plastic contamination. Researchers studied sea salt extracted from 8 different countries and found that nearly all were contaminated with 72 foreign particles, with only 1 from France found to be free from contaminants. 30 of the particles were microplastics, 17 were pigments that may have once been plastic, and 4 were dust particles. 21 could not be identified. Scientists said the concentration of plastic was low and wouldn't affect human health, but if plastic pollution continued, those levels could increase and potentially become detrimental to our well-being. Meanwhile, in 2019, research from the University Medical Center Utrecht found that immune cells that target microplastics die 3 times faster than cells that aren't exposed to microplastics. To test the microplastics and the immune cells, researchers put microplastic particles of different sizes in a petri dish along with immune cells and blood plasma. The experiment found that smaller microplastics were not recognized as intruders by the immune cells and were therefore left untouched. However, the study found that microplastic particles with a thicker coating were targeted by immune cells. According to a news release by the University Medical Center Utrecht, those immune cells died shortly after, while the microplastics remained. The study also found that smaller microplastics encapsulated by the cells did not harm the immune cells. But who's responsible for all this plastic anyway? One answer came in 2020 when scientists studying the Great Pacific Garbage Patch found that most of it comes from rivers in Indonesia, China, the Philippines, Vietnam, and Thailand, according to Reuters. Meanwhile, a study published in the International Union for Conservation of Nature found that around 230,000 tons of plastic trash is dumped in the Mediterranean Sea per year, and this number was expected to double by 2040 if ambitious steps are not taken soon. That study found that the nations most guilty of dumping plastic in the Mediterranean are Italy, Turkey, and Egypt. However, on a per capita basis, it was found that the individuals of Montenegro, Albania, Bosnia-Herzegovina, and North Macedonia threw the most trash in nature.